Hi guys, um, I- I'm just Latina, and I come from the net through systems, peoples, and keys to this place. Pleasure's New York. My format's pain in the ass. My function is to talk about the show Reboot and to represent Wakanda Forever. Yes, hi. This is uh, this is gonna be another the start of another beloved series in which I talk about the very beloved TV show Reboot. Not Reboot the Garden Code because that kissed my ass and took in the creator of that monstrosity. But for right now, we'll talk about the show. And before I get into it, this this sweatshirt was designed by a guy, and he sold it on T Public. If you're waiting on T Public for it. Anyway, this show is legendary. It's iconic. It was the first fully CGI TV show on World TV during the early 90s. And I think I have an idea why it was so popular. Well, I'll get to that when I get to that. But right now, this is gonna be the first discussion about the first episode of the first season, season 1. That the name of it is called The Tearing. And let me just say that this show is freaking awesome. It's great because it's got many game references, pop culture references, and more computer references. You can check an eye at. Now, pardon me, but this is not exactly a computer nerdy here. I'm more of a gamer nerd. You know, I'm probably gonna miss a few of the numerous tons of computer references. Okay? The main thing of this masterpiece show is mainframe, a a digital term that refers to a computer network, I believe, and it revolves around Bob as he interacts with some sprites in the mainframe world and a new virus called Megabyte, which is this symbol is his symbol. It's roughly his face of being infected. But wait, this shirt is called Going Viral, the design. So, yeah, I must say that because I love the show so much, I start to talk with the month of love type thing, but like before the actual month of love, February comes around. Anyway, this show is a masterpiece because they have they use technology in a very unique way because unlike say Toy Story where the textures and the the human beings as it were don't look proper and they look kind of creepy and scary. These sprites and like Megabyte and E01 hexadecimal, they look more natural. It's really weird because these are supposed to be beings and creatures instead of computer, which is artificial. Whereas with Toy Story and the other early CGI movies, they're meant to be more of organic, humanoid. That's kind of weird. But they also use technology well for like inanimate objects like buildings, spheres, and tears, which are like unstable energy spots, which can be transformed into a portal into the supercomputer or the internet is where a big major body force which Megabyte wants to take over. Now I will say that Megabyte has like an army that he wants to take with him, but that's all well good, but I don't think that he'll be able to do it. We run in season, much later on, they show the supercomputer is like kind of like I'm more looking for not type situation with like multiple like fortifications, deletion stations for viruses, and a lot of protection and a lot of more advanced antivirus that's more advanced than Bob or anything like that. So anyway, I don't think he had a chance in health. Later on in the series, he becomes more upgraded and more powerful when he can transform into like he can become a Trojan virus. He is a Trojan virus, and he can transform into other things. So I think it's more viable for him to do it than, but not this early in the show. Also, they make it seem like Bob is a new guy in town, like a Wild West, like a new guy in town. But in the actual show where they do like an episode where they do like a flashback part of it where he first arrived in mainframe, he had like short dreads. He has like he's real young and Dot Matrix on the other side. There's a romantic interest, no less, is young, just like in the 80s with her mono boob, which I'll get into that when the episode comes about for that. But yeah, they portray them as like from the 80s, so therefore in the past that was what he knew. And this one he's like he stayed there for a little while, and then he is introduced to Megabyte and the other people. So a little bit of not paradox, problem with that thing. Anyway, get on with the characters now. We got Dot Matrix, which is a really smart woman character who put a like not dancing, the opposite of dancing. Someone that really knows what she's doing and stuff. And then she's a romantic interest for Bob later on. And then we got her kid brother, Enzo Matrix, which remind me of the car by Ferrari. The Ferrari Enzo, and he started annoying thing like a snake skin type character around in this show that we're very reached his heart bent on this from all viruses based on what Megabyte did to him. traumatize him and stuff. And then we got Bob, the antivirus system. You can think of him like more an antivirus. And then you got Megabyte, which is, well, I think he's supposed to be portrayed as like black, um, a black, muscle bound enemy. Let me think here. There's a character, from one of the movies, I want to say, help me out here. Um, is it, not little Mickey, with this big strong, muscle bound dude that's like, more or less like a big, like a bodyguard type guy. Maybe 300. Anyway, it Nickelback is one of the coolest, awesome villains ever in a TV show, in a kid show. I don't care what anyone says. Maybe it's just the computer virus, but this computer virus just ass. He's a command and control virus. He does a pretty good job at doing it too, because he got multiple different types of 1 and 0 strikes that could be like he's like a Nazi dictator, like and the little binomes all like his army, and he communicates the with the protagonist by using a vid window system, like in communication. Now, I want to just point this out that I think that there's, along with Star Trek, predate and influence the cell phone and video phone technology, because many of the things that they use in the phone in the show, you know, we do on touchscreen phones right now. Back then, back in the primitive days before the internet, or when it was just beginning, we were we were all made with the futuristic technology and the fall take that nowadays we get rid of and we get dirty all the time. If we had that back then, our parents would be like, "You better keep it spotless," but you can find them. We all money. Anyway, they have a communicate on this double-sided vid window, which I think, not sure about this, but I think that they showed this on one episode, I believe, and they want Bob to do him a favor and offer get reviews. If not, Megabyte will prevent Bob from going into GameCubes. Not like this puppy right here. Yes, I will be playing some video games myself. Use this thing, but these GameCubes, they sit. Good boy. Yeah, these things, they drop randomly from the sky gods, or in this case, users, which we never see in the show. But they end up dropping and they end up implanting on the ground of being framed and other systems as well. But my question is, if they do that and if they have to reach the ground to be able to be played, why is it that in the first episode they show this GameCube landing on the stopping midway in the sector. It never reaches the full ground. It reaches like like halfway to the ground or something and stops. I mean, you can see the space under it where the air goes, but that's beside the point. That's up my anyway. All the characters in there are unskilled individuals against users, and they all die. Which begs the question again, if they end up if 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 the users are supposed to be unlike us humans or the CPU playing the game, and we end up beating the NPCs and stuff in the game. Does that I felt bad because I thought that that I was when I killed somebody in a game that I really did physical damage to my system and to my hard drive and whatnot. Like in the show Reboot, that the entire sector or the block or whatever gets destroyed and everything becomes a null. Like the little unconscious slug type monster with drains energy, but this has great. Also, does this notification also plug out like viruses like Megabyte and his sister Extra? I don't know which one is like more accidental or Megabyte, because Hex is well, she batshit crazy, but Megabyte is just so cool and suave and all this stuff. So I don't. You guys just like in the comments below which one you like better. So they show that Megabyte wants Bob to do him a favor and stuff. He's new in town, so he wants to become buddies with him, and Fong, which has to you have to play a game with Fong to play to beat to get his advice. A rather stupid book in cases of an emergency, but later on in this show. But the game thing comes into play one more time in another episode, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Anyway, they show Funk putting a game of two-dimensional Pong, funny name, but, and then they show Funk is more of a mix between a robot and an old Asian stereotype of an old master such, which is pretty funny. They said there was an old README file of that keep your enemies, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. I wish that could apply to women too, but whatever. Can't have everything right. Like Stephen Hawking said, you can understand the complexities of black holes, galaxies, gravity, so on and so forth. But you can't understand women. Go figure. Rest in peace, Mr. Hogwarts. Your memory will be forever remembered. Anyway, then they kill Bob and the trying to get into the game, and everyone in the sector getting nullified. I thought a sector was like main for me it's round, but it's like more like an eighth of it. So I don't get what they call it a sector, but they probably find really important. But anyway, they show Bob getting successfully beaten by Megabyte and even into the game. Now Enzo and the Doc at the restroom pub with one of the with a car. Looks like an old Jeep car. Anyway, it only appears in one episode, in this one. So it's off of cartoon. And Megabyte in the beginning of the episode, Megabyte ends up trashing her diner, to which they have to Bob has to get into the diner partnership around them, and he ends up going for Frisket. Now Frisket is another character, a very powerful dog. It's also named something to do with computers. I don't know what it is, but something to do with computers. And this is fun because if he was a truly new person in town, I would believe that that Trisket doesn't know the men relevant and stuff, and then rips his hoverboard, whatever you call it thing. Anyway, but he's been in town for at least a cycle, so I don't know why he's afraid him or he's relevant Bob. And even Doc said that when he comes to the window, the guy, he says, she says, if you hit the door, so Bob says, if you hear Frisket, of course he refers to the dog and the pet, but, Frisket is something to do with a computer, and I never heard it before, so there. Anyway, we also introduced the Hacker Flash, which obviously the name of the enemy and the name of keys on the keyboard. So they show them as like Megabyte's bumbling to be idiotic companions and henchmen, and quite possibly his only friends. But they ended up doing good in the end, so yay for them. But then after he gets tired of being bossed around by Megabyte, and he wants to do his little favor. He goes over to knock on the door. Megabyte's castle, a fortress, with a big window with an old-fashioned knocker on the door frame, which is quite clever actually. It's not unnecessary too. Whatever. So he goes over to inspect this giant hair, the supercomputer, the hair that can become a pull all the way to the supercomputer. And Megabyte brings a few of his friends with him to make it more comfortable. No, when I say that he brings a few friends, I mean he brings an army. When I say an army, I don't mean like a few little tanks and a few, but up to men, so I mean like a full-fledged army, like a couple hundred soldiers, a few dozen tanks, a few dozen missile carriers and all that. to which he wants to take over the computer. I don't think it'd be possible under the force he has. I think he has that, but at least 10 times that. But that's neither here nor there. But so he said, can you do the easy wheel or hallway? He launches when Bob refuses, he throws him into the pool of tear, which can kill anything instantly. For which he says, what are you trying to do? Delete me? So Megabyte says, if necessary. Now, I have to give props to the design department on this, because Megabyte is awesome. Besides being a big brown of muscle and stuff, he's huge and very imposing, especially with his skeleton legs, with barefoot and stuff, which are detachable, by the way. And his elongated jaw and chin and stuff are just awesome. With 3 rows of teeth, as well as his eyes, chest, and his belly area. And I noticed that he's bald too. He got no hair on top. That was on purpose or what? That he's bald. Same with his sister. And later on, when they transform into Mega Gigabyte, and then Gilbert before that, they don't have hair. So most people think viruses that they don't have hair. Although, when you think about Damon later on in the show's history, Damon had hair, and so does her Deacon. But I'll get going to them later on. They're awesome. Now, yeah, I'm with the show as well. So, they show they end up hacking Flash and capturing Dot Matrix as she tried breaking the Megabyte house and take Bob home time, and that gives him reason to help Megabyte out. But thinking about this is that Megabyte is obviously evil, and Bob is obviously good, and he doesn't want to do anything for him, and he uses the little thing on his wrist glitch to mend the tear into the doorway to the computer, and the only other way is a GameCube that will drop on them to stabilize it, and Bob knocked over the computer terminal that keeps the tear contained. Now, one other thing that I comment on for going the rest of this is that Megabyte has green eyes with red pupils normally, but in this episode, and I believe in something else too, he ends up getting black eyes. He can turn his eyes black with red pupils. This is supposed to signify his more animalistic side, his more activation of his powers, and he becomes more primal to more aggressive. It's cool. It's all. But he just does like a getting there on the brightness of this tear. Because apparently it's brightness of 1,000 suns. So, not to the tunnel to get away, not rise on the middle there, and then Megabyte ends up chasing after him, but he does it in a cool fashion. He does it like he lifts it up and almost like grow as he tried to chase up this elevator shaft, but like on all fours, not all fours I should say, because he put up a shaft, and it's quite cool because it shows that even though he's comments loud and everything, Megabyte is actually a virus, and therefore more animals like primal, which we'll see later on with the little creature. But right now, this is what we got so far. So the top of the elevator shaft, and then we see what happens when a GameCube lands on the silicon floor. Very convenient actually to stabilize the tear. Now, they portray the tear at the bottom of level 3, and they're at the beginning of level 1 when the game starts, which resembles hearts. Now, my question to you guys is, how did, unless this kind of spatial distortion here, how did they get transported so far away from the tear and the pool? They were right there, like before, I'm gonna say at least 20 feet, something like that in Reboot terms. And how did you do that? I know the time distortion of like this entire show takes place over a day or an hour or a minute in real time, but it ain't like lower for this spatial distortion. Anyway, here you have this is why I believe that this show was popular then in that D2, because I remember how you said that this video game inside this computer world is more or less based on Star Wars or Star Fox and then Star Wars and other space video games in the past. Well, if you remember correctly, this show came out like early to mid 90s. So that being said, yeah, it's also important that this is Canadian too, made by the Remaker and Mainframe production companies. But anyway, this show with the video games of this time period were things like Mario 64, Star Fox, like I said, and before that there was the Nintendo NES, Super Nintendo 2D games. 3D games were like, they were somewhat good, like Super Mario 64, among a few others. They were pretty, graphics on them were kind of primitive, at least compared to today's games. They were good nonetheless. They were pretty much the same. And then there were the 2D flat games, like Mario Brothers, Sonic games, Battletoads, Ninja Turtles, those type of things. But the games in Reboot were games that we wanted to play. Like it had like in-depth visuals, in the same type of gameplay, destruction, guns, like that type of thing, and that there were these are the type of things that we wish were available to purchase. Hell, I would still like to play some of the games that were featured in this game. And by the way, I will not be playing the Reboot video game because that game is very, very shitty. I'm sure you can probably find a game, video on YouTube or 2 or 3. The detail, the game's tricky. So I will not be touching on the game. It looks very horrid and it probably worth a fortune. So I'm not even going to touch it. So there. Anyone that wants to see that can see the review of it on any of the other videos, but I will not be touching it whatsoever. There is just something in this world that too sucky even for me to touch. Anyway, this game is more or less like a sports game, and they even make a reference to Stay Frosty among his other catchphrases. I don't think so. I think I used that in my other videos too, and pretty funny. But they end up Megabyte ends up merging with the user and then tend to get the tear faster, which brings up another question that they brought on in the show. Enzo and Andrea, another character, end up getting stuck in the game after losing it. And they put some little icon on the chest and on there and everything, but they go into sprite mode and game sprite mode, in which they apparently received on the hard drive of the game being played. Which, by the way, they do go for a time of game, but that's the point. So why didn't they do that here for the good guys? Why didn't the good guys do that and then win and I mean let the user win and then let the other virus infections get destroyed? Maybe it could have been just the fact that the user wins, Megabyte wins, and gets good at his supercomputer, and all expensive big shit. And they want to save all the sprite lives that they could. Sprite lives matter and stuff. So is that. So they go through go through the space battles and make alright. Even got a space cruiser in the an ally with tons of weapons that shoot the good guys. It's funny because when the space cruiser shoots the enemy shot, the good guys aren't moving in the evasive maneuvers. They're just going straight onto the character into the battle cruiser. Oh, wouldn't it make more sense to shoot a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right and shoot that guy down? These bogeys. So I guess that must be level 2 because level 3 is like surface, and they even put a spot on another reference to Star Wars in that the battle cruiser have like a single spot on the bridge that's like with the symbol on it as like the target to target them then. Which I don't know, I would think the crew on that ship would be dead in no fight. But that's me, unless the virus taking over and then they belong in the game, keep game and all that. So Megabyte goes into a cage until level 3 to the end, and then the polio loop behind the good guy to destroy ship, to which Bob does like a average thing and gets behind him and blows him away. To which Megabyte moves over that he has the Wolverine type claws, and he takes us right back on Bob's ship and destroys it. And destroys the wing, and the wing collides with Dot's plane, the spaceship, and she should be dead because the ship blows up. There's no parachute, which is faster because got a spaceship used to be one guy waited to eject or something. So then Megabyte ends up monologuing before he goes into the pole, to which gives number one gives Dot a chance to land in his arms. Kind of a setup for when they get married, but I'll get it to later on. But then they show Bob swinging into the pole and then erasing it using a device to get to at the supercomputer armory, to which Megabyte said, "Where is it?" And Bob pulls out two orbs, which is kind of like a clothing device with two of them, which Megabyte thinks it's like a return command to the diner. Now, I have to ask this question too. Obviously, in the big skull head, in the big organ head, you would be able to see, you would be able to see his massive brain. So he would obviously have advanced knowledge into the virus when he came to the computer and got blind portion of the brain, when he device makes sense. But surely you would know what these two orbs are. And they the way that these kind of teleports kind of looks like the tractor beam or the tractor beam from Star Trek. It'll beam me up sky and all that. So that ends of the episode with his Dot old Mac inspired or Apple inspired waiter guy, which I have to ask the question again. There's a really around the entire trainer from the girl and travel to the tip with stuff. How is it possible for him to serve the food if he can't reach the table? The railing is set up so that it's in the air, and can barely reach out all to the tables. And once he's just there to take notes and take words down, and I could deliver the food, and get some other biome to do it. But that's the point. He's funny. He got a French accent, a lot like Michelle in Gilmore Girls. They did see I will eventually do a review for it, the entire show, not episode by episode. I don't love it enough for that. But yeah, the show ends up with McWright tries to die again because he's the bad guy. He ends up with money from Bob. But yeah, this show is epically awesome. I have some of my favorite episodes. It's like I believe it, and then come order one after that. Racing the clock, and then the one where with the Medusa mask. I don't know. I don't know the exact name of that episode, but and then we have the one with that was inspired by Mad Max, the Road Warriors, which is I love that franchise. That is the most different franchise you're ever gonna get. But they actually pulled off a really successful kids version of that for that episode. And let's see here, oh yeah, with the name of the episode was Bad Bob, which is actually a very clever put on the actual name of the movie Mad Max. The show just for a Firewall episode is great. Just the intro, Firewall, and there is the episode where in the Matrix blows up the Matrix. This the episode where Megabyte actually gets defeated by a muscular Matrix. That's kind of fast. And yeah, there's a bootload episodes in it that are great, including but not limited to the Pokemon episode, the the one with Mouse, the one with the web creature, the one with Damon, the one with Damon versus Hexadol. That was the funny one. And there's a ton more to enjoy. And I recommend you guys to watch it on YouTube. You got all the episodes for varying quality, of course. Or you can just outright buy it. Do not watch the garbage code. It's actual garbage, and it should be banned in all areas of the internet. And Netflix shit for showing you guys making that joke. It's really awful. It's an insult. More of an insult that TV watchers than that you go for the original fans like me. But yeah. This video is going way too long. It's like twice the episode itself. Oh yeah, the wizard in the world episode pretty fun too. And the RPG one too is fun too. And the Funhouse one too is good too. Well, almost every episode is good. So it's like Avatar. And this is the one time that I think, well, this is one of the few times where I think that they did a character with dreads good. in the anime show. I like chrome dreadlocks. Anyway, any voice by a black actor, so that's good too. You know, very in line with Red. You know, you don't want to have a white guy portraying a guy with dreads. I hate it when they have white guys with dreads. That's just me. But yeah, if you guys want, you guys can you know, subscribe to my channel to watch more of this stuff. Love you. If you want any more, if you want to give me any suggestions for any future videos, and if you love them such, you know, you can subscribe to my channel, or you can comment on my phone is 631 707 3707. And if you want, or you can leave me a comment or something on here, or you can also leave me on my email, jjviewchannel at gmail.com. That's jjviewchannel gmail.com. Or if you want, you can email some pro on the Twitter. So you guys have fun with this show, enjoy it, watch it, and I might do a music video for one day. Wink with hint hint. So have fun and stay frosty, my friends. Well, aloha.